I'ma make a toast, cause we still alive. No big, I feel like Pac. I shoot a shot. I'm coming in hot. Coming in hot.
What's up, Campus Aquatics viewer? We're back here with another video. Hair's disastrous. What is new? But in today's video, we're gonna be talking about this whole 20-foot rack behind me and how I set it up, the process of behind it, and kind of just the behind the scenes, talking about top to bottom of the stand behind me. So let's get right into it. So first of all, I have made prior videos to this. I'm talking about how like what lights I choose or what lids I did. Beside the point, throughout today's video, you guys will see in the AR card up here, or it's that one. I have to forget every single time, I'm telling you. We're gonna see a whole bunch of different videos come through the AR card. One, do DIY lids, the lighting I use, all different types of things. But let's go ahead and jump into it right away. To start things off, you guys can see the base and structure of it is this metal stand. So, you guys can see, this is my whole 20-foot span. This is a 20-foot span of aquariums. As you can see, this thing is, there's a lot of tanks. I just keep on walking and walking. I got a lot of tanks to choose from. 9, 10, 11, 12. I got 14 tanks on this rack. Now, 14 tanks is not that impressive, but when you have 8 55-gallon tanks, that's when the tanks get a lot bigger. I have a lot of 55s and not small 10s or anything like that. But once again, I have made plenty of videos about this rack behind me. So if you do want to see more things, check it out on the yard card. I think it's that corner. I don't know. But check it out on the yard card. As to talk about more in detail how much I paid for it, pricing, and things like that. Sum things up really quick. This stand here, I have two 8-foot sections. I have an 8-foot section here. I have a 4-foot section here, and I have an 8-foot section here. What I mean by 8-foot sections, I have an 8-foot bar of where I can put aquariums. So you can see on the top rack I have 20-gallon aquariums, and on the bottom rack I have 55-gallon aquariums. In the center here I have a 55 on the bottom and 55 on top, and then 4 more 20s and then 2 more 55s here. I have carefully planned out this, so I planned this out where I have enough space on top here and also enough space on the bottom here where I can have enough space to put a 5-gallon bucket full of rocks. I can also put fish tanks on top here. Those are just some random ones. I can also put some of these ones up here. I have a whole bunch of storage on top and bottom of the stand. So yes, I run 8 20-gallon tanks and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 55-gallon tanks. That's what I used. Obviously, you guys can adjust this to what you guys want to have in your own fish room, fish garage, whatever the heck you have. Next thing to talk about is lighting. Lighting I use all these 4-foot lighting bars. These are all LED. They are kind of chain linked to the top, and they also have a chain. So I can go ahead and plug in the next light here, and I can have them daisy chained all together, and you can see how throughout the whole top. This one still needs to be hanged, but all these other ones here are nice, and these ones here you can't even see a light. But the lights hang underneath, so that's really nice where I don't even have to see any lighting here. It just gets kind of hidden up underneath there. For filtration, I use a whole bunch of sponge filters. Each 20-gallon tank is their own large sponge filter. This tank is still not set up, but this one here has a little sponge filter here, and then the bottom tanks, 55s, have 2 of them, one on each side. Now, I do have a whole bunch of these. Here's like some more random ones. These whole 2 bags are just full of them too. So I do have quite a bit of them, but I just prefer to use these compared to using any other canister filters, anything like that. Yeah, separate video about sponge filters. Let me know in the comment section below. But that's what I use throughout all my tanks. Next thing are the heaters. Heaters are not plugged in at this time. It's still summertime, so it's not cold. All my tanks have heaters. None of them are plugged in. I just run this whole room off. You guys can see a couple other heaters. Something like this would be plugged in. These 2 bottom tanks don't have heaters yet, but all these top ones have heaters throughout. Next things are lids. Lids, I made a whole video about DIY aquarium lids in the ad card once again. I just pretty much use a sheet of polycarbonate, something like this. You guys can see I made these lids for this 350-gallon tank. By the way, if you want to see an update on this, let me know. The carbonate here, you guys can see, really simple, super cheap, so I just cut that up to fit, but then add a little command hook where I can go ahead and lift here. Next thing is, how do I run all my sponge filters? Obviously, there's no air pumps. That you can see. Everything is ran behind this rack, so let's go ahead and head on the back. So I'm squeezing back through here. It's not too bad of a squeeze, but I make it pretty easily. And now I'm into the back section where I have all my plumbing and things like that. Next thing, you guys can see I have all my electrical cords, plugging in lights, whatever else. All these heaters, once again, are all the plugs here. There's a nice little lid here where I can have all my different things. We still have some more touch-ups, like for example, we need to go ahead and paint the bottom, this red to the gray, like here. We still gotta paint this wall. Just some minor things that we gotta get done, but that's beside the point. This here is my main pump. This is a linear air pump. This is an Alta Air. This is like the 40, I believe they call it. This is plumbed in together with a whole bunch of different plumbing ties that go ahead, which run into my little ball valve here where I can turn the air on, off, whatever else. Runs in here. I have a second valve here. This is where all my bleed off comes out. I got air fuel in here. And if I want to run air down this wall, I could very easily. But then it runs down here. It runs all the way down the whole span of this 20 foot. To get air out of each one, I have these little taps here. So this can turn the air off, and now there's no air going through. If I want it back on, very simple to turn this back on. These things are super cheap. I think they're like 20 of them for 20 bucks. So these like were about $1 a piece. Very, very cheap for what I needed. And then I have 2 taps, obviously, for the 55. So one on the bottom to go into the 55, and one here. And then just very simple air hosing that goes inside of the aquarium here. And if you guys want to see more in detailed things, go ahead and leave a comment in the section below, and then I can run you very detailed of what I actually did. But yeah, I think that's really all it is to it. Very, very simple. This racking I got from Menards. Just the run price is very simple. I think this rack with this whole 20-foot thing was about $1,000 if I'm not wrong. All these aquariums, obviously, they're going to be about 20 bucks a piece, so you do the math. 20 bucks a piece for the 20s, and then the 55s are going to be about 80 to 100 depending on where you get them. So if you guys run prices, it's not all too bad for things, but they're all are brand new. I didn't do any used things, so this is all gonna be all brand new. What some people want, some people don't. Kind of up to you and what your budget allows. But yes, I mean that's about it. You guys can see a simple tank. You guys your sponge filter, your heater, and some decoration. You can see all my tanks have just a little something. As you can see, there's not a whole lot of fish in anything here, so I'm going ahead and doing another fish order. I'm coming in here in about 3 days. So then you guys want to see another unboxing video, just let me know down in the comment section below. But I believe that's going to be it for today's video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you guys did, make sure you leave a like down below. Go ahead and check out my Instagram. I've been posting a lot of Instagram reels, which are kind of like a TikTok. Go check that out on Instagram below. We're almost at 1,000 Instagram followers, which is super awesome. So go check out my Instagram down in the link below. If you're not subscribed, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, all those good things. Without further ado, if you have any other questions, let me know. But I will catch you on that next video. Peace out.